What is up YouTube, Lord Reefy here, welcome back to another Advanced Warfare gameplay. This actually made a DNA bomb on the new map Perplex, and the video you're going to be watching is actually a dual com with my good friend Pineapples XPL. I'll link his channel down below. He's definitely a really awesome up and coming YouTuber. Decided to do this dual com with him. He's a really good friend, and we both dropped DNA bombs on the new map Perplex from the Ascendance DLC pack, so make sure you guys leave a like on this video. It took a lot of time to get this all together, and hopefully it is very entertaining to you guys because I thought it was really awesome to watch. Thank you so much for watching. Let's get right into it. What is up YouTube, Lord Reefy here, welcome back to a dual com on the new map Perplex. The gameplay you're going to be watching is a DNA bomb. I dropped one with the Thunder Tusk. Dr. Pineapples dropped one. What gun were you using?
Speakeasy.
Dr. P dropped one with the Speakeasy. I think this is pretty impressive to be able to drop a DNA bomb on the new maps just coming out. What are your impressions on the new maps?
Well, I think that this is one of the better map packs we've seen in Advanced, or not just in Advanced Warfare, but in Call of Duty in a really long time. I'm really impressed, quite frankly, with the new maps. I think they're really well put together, really well thought out. It's got a nice amount of lore behind it too, especially with Site 244.
Alright, what did you think of this map pack compared to the last map pack? Because the last map pack, I played it for like the first day just to get gameplays for my channel, and I just really wasn't that interested in it after that.
Well, Havoc wasn't a bad map pack at all. I enjoyed it to a certain extent, but I ended up deleting the map pack because it just wasn't all that great in the end. But I really think Ascendance is a much better map pack. It really is. It's got grapple mode, it's got zombies, which I've yet to play, but it looks super sick. The 4 multiplayer maps are really solid. You know, the worst one's probably Climate, even though that's one I dropped a DNA bomb on. But I really dislike Climate a lot, and the grapple mode actually helps a lot on that map in particular. But grapple mode's also really fun. But overall, I really think this map pack is really good, a lot better than Havoc. What do you think?
Yeah, I think all the maps played pretty well. I think Havoc, there was only like one map I really liked, which was Urban, that played a lot like Nuketown, and there's a map that's kind of similar to that in this one called Chop Shop. They play super similar. I think that's going to be my favorite map out of all the ones that came out, is Chop Shop. What is your favorite map?
Definitely Chop Shop.
Yeah, that one plays super well. I think out of all the maps, the one I don't like the most is probably Climate, but the grapple definitely helps out that a lot. What do you think about the grapple mode?
Grappling is different, you know, it's not something you want all the time. Grappling is kind of a different thing. It's innovative, and I'm glad that it's only in one playlist, because that would not be fun even if like on the main ground war lobbies or whatever, you were getting people grappling across the map. That would not be fun. So I'm glad it's restricted to one game mode that people can play if they choose to, if they so choose. But I think it's cool. I think it's not something.
Yeah, I think as long as the maps are just in its own playlist, that's where you're gonna find the most noob. People are trying to try out the grapple mode. They're like super excited to try it out. It's something that was kind of hyped up a little bit, and I found if you're just playing the regular maps in the regular playlist, you're probably gonna be getting more tryhards. If you want to go for a gameplay or go for a really good score, you probably want to do that in the grapple playlist. It definitely did help out the map Climate. I think that's kind of what they were intending with the water that's kind of spiked or whatever. If you step in it, you start to die a little bit over time. So the grapple definitely helps you get around the water. And overall, it's a pretty cool little feature, but definitely it's kind of a gimmick. I wouldn't really see that being too big of a deal if they actually put it into normal maps or whatever. So that's pretty much that. Now, how do you think Perplex in general plays? Do you think this is a good map?
I think it's a good map. At first, I thought this map was a piece of crap. I thought it was, you know, it had like 5 or 6 layers to it, and I thought it wasn't very good because people would just get to a height advantage and just mow you down from below, or from above, I should say. And actually, it turned out quite the opposite, because once you learn how to play the map, once you learn where they're going to spawn, it's a deadly spawn trap, and that's what we were able to pull off here in this gameplay. Yeah,
for sure. If you're playing this like by yourself and there's a full team of people who are just wanting to spawn trap you, you're going to have a really tough time because they're going to get a super height advantage, and they'll just pick you off from like the top. Like, I think that's exactly how me and Pineapples are playing this gameplay. Near the very end, I start to get down to the ground floor a little bit because I was super close to the DNA, and I want to make sure I got it. But for the majority of the gameplay, I'm sitting at the very top, and the people who spawn on the bottom are at a huge disadvantage. And that would definitely be very frustrating to play against. It's something, I don't know, I think Perplex, if you're just playing by yourself and you're getting spawn trapped, probably wouldn't be a very good experience. What is your opinion on that?
Spawn trapping is something that's just never going to be fun for the victims of it, especially if you're on a new DLC map. You know, you wake up, especially it was like 6 a.m. or something. They just got up, and they must have been decent players. At least they must have cared about the game to get up that early and play. And getting spawn trapped like that is definitely not fun, but it was good for us. It was good for us.
Oh yeah, for sure. That was definitely the easiest map to drop a DNA bomb on. I think Chop Shop's gonna be really good for spawn trapping as well, if that's something you guys are into. If you just want to get a bunch of your friends, hop into a lobby, and then just go for gameplays, Chop Shop, you'll just dominate them. If you're playing domination or hardpoint, they'll get super spawn trapped, and you'll be able to drop a ton of kills.
Definitely, definitely. Chop Shop is one of the fastest paced DLC maps out there. I think in all of Call of Duty, I can't think of a map pack off the top of my head that's had a game or a map that is specifically that small, or it's not really that small. It's just close quartered. It's kind of medium sized, but it's got really a lot of close quartered engagements with a lot of flanks to the outside that really make for a lot of movements you can do to get around the enemies that you wouldn't think of on a normal map. So it's really
cool.
It's
definitely not the smallest map, but it plays really small, really close quarters. SMG would be the best on that map. This map, I think, if you're just staying near the top in AR, would definitely be the best to go. But it looks like the gameplay is wrapping up here, guys. Make sure you go check out Dr. Pineapples if you're on my channel. If you're on his channel, come check me out. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you later.
See you guys.